Go ahead. What'd you say?
5-point middle road.
There isn't a middle row. Pick me a category.
Oh, there's okay.
Yeah, there's names on the categories. Yeah, that's -5. You know what? You gave me the other correct answer. I think it was y'all. Pick me a category that's not in the middle row.
Executive 5.
Executive for 5. 25th Amendment. First hand I see. 25th Amendment. I think it is Victor. Eric, if you'll open it back, but just leave it on 25th Amendment. Go ahead.
Alright, so if the...
Leave it right there. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
In case of the removal or death of the president, the vice president will become acting president.
Section 1 actually says, and this is Robert's group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Section 1 says, in case of the death of the president, the vice president will become president. Anything else?
Well,
4.
There was other sections to it, like saying, like if the president were to have like other problems, such as like his daughter being or lost or whatever, that the president
really zoom in, get really close.
That the vice president would come over because he wouldn't be acting as a president. He would be
nobody in the group is helping.
He would be acting as a father, not a president.
So what does this mean? What section is this? 4.
Section
3. 2.
2 or 3. 2.
Section 3. -5.
3.
No.
Section 3.
-5. Who's got it next, Eric?
We just got 5.
El Salvador. Oh, back group. Go ahead, Martin. Section 1 says if the president dies, vice president takes over. I need section 2, section 3, section 4. Go. 5. 4.
How about when the vice president can't do the job? Isn't it where?
Say what now?
Isn't it when the vice president can't he can't do the job?
Yeah.
The House Speaker takes over.
Is that what that meant?
No.
-5.
Got it. Wait.
Scarlett's group is sinking. I think you've got it next, El Salvador.
Okay, section 3. The president has a problem to turn over his presidency to the vice president and he could retake it later.
She's reading from the book.
Yeah.
He said we can use the notes.
I did say that. This is Willie's group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Section 3. Section 3 says that the president, if the president cannot fulfill the duties of office, the president can provide in writing to whom? Who does the president put this in writing to that he cannot fulfill the duties of office?
To the House.
House of Congress.
Yeah. Yes.
To the House and Congress?
No, to the-
-5.
Well, I have section 4.
No, you're out now. Go ahead, click it. Got to be specific on this. Removal of the president, number 1. Vacancy of the vice president. And y'all were actually close. If the vice president cannot fulfill the duties, then the president can nominate with a majority vote of the House and the Senate a new vice president. Section 3, if the president puts in writing to the leadership of the House and the leadership of the Senate that in fact the president is unable to fulfill the duties, the vice president takes over, and then when the president puts into writing that he in fact can fulfill the duties, the president takes it back. Section 4 is the vice president taking the power. And the idea here basically is that the vice president and the cabinet, a majority of the cabinet say the president cannot fulfill the duties, the president is removed. At which point the vice president takes over and then power is only given back to the president by the vice president and the cabinet. The president cannot automatically take it back. Go ahead, touch the House. We are basically out of time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 48, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 48, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31. I guess we have time for one more category. And who just gave me the last correct answer?
We did. We didn't
No.
get to pick.
I think y'all did.
Okay.
So pick me a category, and this is for second place.
Let's go with
Civil rights for what? Pick it. Pick it.
Civil rights is hard.
Pick it.
Let's go with Congress. Let's do Congress 4.
Executive, 3 points.
That one we didn't cover, so don't worry about that. Oh yeah, we did. First hand I see. Ex post fact, it is you. And it'll be you next. 5, 4. Yes, you have it. 3. Go, Martin. I'm waiting. 2.
bill of attainder is essentially a bill that says that you can be guilty without a trial. And so this bill is essentially illegal in several ways. And also, just to go for the
Hang on. Let's deal with bill of attainder first.
Yes, sir.
Article 1, Section 9 says the limits of the powers of Congress. A bill of attainder is a limit. These kinds of laws cannot be passed. And what you just said is right. If a legislature passes a bill that declares somebody guilty of a crime that is not allowed under Article 1, Section 9, that is a bill of attainder. Why exactly is it that that would not be allowed?
Because essentially it undermines the whole judicial branch and being forced into prison without any representation or being forced into it without any trial or anything like that.
You're basically, it undermines the court. It undermines your rights too. What is ex post facto?
Ex post facto is a future bill or a future law.
Yeah.
That is currently passed, but will be put into place in the future, maybe about 5-10 years, something like that.
It's put forward in the future.
Yes.
-4. What hand, Eric? What group? Them. Go ahead, Victor.
Oh, yeah.
Ex post facto. 4.
So yeah, it's basically a law that's put into after the they make a law, but don't make it effective later, so people know about it, and then because they can put a law and then.
So you're not.
Wait.
What? Are you buying this? Because we're out of time.
That's right.
Somebody tell me something.
Retroactive law.
Okay, ex post facto law is when they make a law, and they let's say they establish it today.
Today.
Right, but it could make something illegal that somebody did before that time. You know what I mean?
Like during the time that.
No,
So,
you
like-
can't. You can't
So,
punish.
for
You can't
example,
punish the
It
person.
wasn't a crime
Sorry.
before.
You can't punish a person by the new rule, by the new bill, who was condemned before. The same.
I think you're.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
I
He's
think you're
right.
really close enough. 1, 2, 3.
No. That's our group.
Gotta love it, right? Okay, ex post facto law literally means after the fact, and it is a retroactive law. You pass it today, and laws typically go forward.
Right.
So they would start maybe July 1 or January 1, depending upon when you did it. These would be retroactive. So you might make it effective on May 30th, even though it was passed today. Somebody could be charged and punished under that law, even though the law wasn't in existence then. Can you give me one example of an ex post facto law? 5, 4, first hand I see, 3. Go ahead, Jonathan.
It was to do with sex offenders.
Yeah, what's to do with the sex offenders? 1, 2,
No.
3. This up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're back to being tied again. Sex offenders, pay good attention to that. Don't forget about naked man drinking coffee. Sign your names. French group, if y'all will sign your names, put on their plus 10. Plus 10. Willie's group and Robert's group are completely tied. So normally it would plus 7. Plus 7. And then Scarlett's group, if y'all will put plus 6.
Oh, that's not fair.
10.
That's not fair. 8 then.
All right, 8.
Yes.
10, 8, and 6. If y'all will sign the plus 8 groups. And actually, Eric, if you would, click on Congress for 2. We'll run through this really quick. The Pictionary for Congress was going to have been spanking. Don't forget that law. Go ahead, click it, Eric. And go down to executive for 1. The 2 attributes were courage, according to the article, and it was going to be persuasion, according to the text. Yeah, go ahead, click it, and touch the house. 2 for executive. List all you can, click it. Pardon, don't worry about that, we didn't get to it. Give me number 3 for executive. List all you can. Presidential term limits, the 22nd Amendment, don't forget about that. Articles 1. The top 5 presidents, click it. There you go. Lincoln, Reagan, JFK, Clinton, and FDR. That article is posted in there. Articles 4. What was that Pictionary?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken for Tiger Woods, collard greens. There's a lot of videos and stuff dealing with political correctness. And then let's run through civil rights. Plessy versus Ferguson was separate but equal. Go ahead, click it. Separate but equal. Brown versus Board of Education desegregated the public schools. Go ahead with 3. List all you can. Home country. You know what home country was with Barack today? And natural born citizen. And then number 4, the Dred Scott decision was, of course, the one that dealt with slavery. So those were the ones. You can go ahead and shut it down now.